Welcome. You all can sit. Welcome everyone to our white coat ceremony for the Master of Physician Assistant program in Los Angeles, California, for the Center for Graduate Studies. I am Dr. Elizabeth Bunting. I am the Dean and Program Director and also a physician assistant. And we are extremely excited about this inaugural PA class and their white coat ceremony and pinning. So first, I wanted to welcome our students. We have enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you and your unique personalities and how those personalities will translate into patient care and will further serve your communities. PA education is very well known to be one of the most rigorous and challenging graduate professional programs. And this ceremony marks the upcoming end to your didactic phase of education, which is something that each of your classmates can understand very, very well, but very few other people who aren't PA students or haven't been PA students can truly relate to in such a unique way. But it is an accomplishment that is unlike any other and something that should be well celebrated. This PA faculty team is very excited and honored and proud to be in front of you today as we transition from your didactic phase into your clinical phase, and we are excited to watch you soar in the upcoming year. I also wanted to welcome the friends, families, and support systems tonight. We thank you for the support that you provided to each and every one of your loved ones that helps sustain them through this program. Certainly you have seen the work and dedication that has gone into our rigorous accelerated program. And I'm sure that you are feeling the pride as well, as we heard when you saw them walk in tonight. This is a proud moment for you today as well. And I also wanted to welcome our faculty team, both here and the ones that are not with us tonight, that are watching us on live stream and supporting us from afar. And I'm going to introduce each of them. So I wanted to introduce Dr. Estrada. A principal faculty member and practicing PA. And we will introduce Mr. Gazarian, our program manager extraordinaire. Dr. Mucha, he is anatomy and physiology principal faculty and a hematopathologist. Dr. Richards, our director of academic education. He is a primary care and behavioral medicine PA and a clinical psychologist. And those who are not with us this evening, we have Dr. Yang. She is our medical director and pediatrician. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Laura Sipperly, who's our amazing and talented clinical manager of clinical education. Professor O'Donohue, who's principal faculty in oncology PA. And last but certainly not least, Professor Justin, who's our principal faculty and practicing PA. Oh, Professor Lamondre, I am so sorry. I knew there was going to be one mess up tonight. I'm glad it's me. I've seen a lot of heels, so at least I'm the one who skipped a line, and I knew that, something was going to happen. Professor Lamondre, our amazing principal faculty and emergency medicine PA. And thank you, students who will always find every single error, but please never let me slip up. And thank you all to this faculty team who combined make it such a great and successful program, and we are very honored to be here tonight. And I will bring up Dr. Richards, who will talk about the importance and the significance of the white coat. Well, I'll leave it there for you.
Well, thank you so much for making it so easy for me. There's very little that could go wrong at this point, so I think we're doing really good. Let me just again congratulate our students. This is a big deal, making it to the end of the didactic phase and onto the clinical phase. So congratulations, guys. So I want to talk briefly about the history of the white coats and why we have this important ceremony for it. So it's not just a ceremonial cloaking of the students progressing from the didactic to the clinical phase. It's really a reminder about what's to come. This professionalism, you're going to start seeing patients, you're going to start taking care of patients, and you're going to start actually saving patients, as I've had students do when I precepted them. So it's a huge deal to progress to this point. White coat ceremony started with Dr. Gold. He felt that it was important not to have the white coat ceremony at the end of graduation, but before you actually went on your clinical rotations. And so this started a long time ago, just so that we could honor the students going out to your clinical rotations, and really so you know that this is an important step to go in to see patients, and then importance of taking care of patients. Dr. Gold really believed in the humanistic medical care model. As you know, our program is about holistic, person-centered care. It is about humanism. The goal here is that when you don your white coats, that you remember that your job is to take care of patients. It's all about the patients. So it's about that humanistic patient care model, and hopefully the coats help you remind you of that. Here's Dr. Gold with one of his patients. Interesting thing about the white coats. So you guys know that you have a short white coat, and when you graduate from the program, you progress to a long white coat, and this has helped to recognize you as a student that's being precepted versus a clinician that's taking care of patients without being precepted. Now, I don't know if you all know that initially the white coat was black, and this was really important. So when medicine first came out, the reason the white coat was black is because medicine was very somber. And the reason medicine was very somber is that the most common outcome of physicians taking care of patients is that the patients did not survive. And so when a physician was called, they were usually being called because that patient was at death's door. So that progressed through the ages, that when the white coat was worn, it was black. Everything was very serious, pediatric patient, geriatric patient. It was very somber. It was very morose because the outcomes were not there. There were even poems made about the black coat that was originally there. This is the black coat that was worn during the pandemic. Now, what's interesting about this is that that mask that was being worn, the reason the mask was there is in the nose of the mask were medicinals that were thought to ward off the plague. And so there were different smelling salts, different herbs, different plants that were in there. And that's interesting that we come to it now in a pandemic setting, because it doesn't look all that different than what you've seen us wear in the last 5 years during the pandemic. So it's an important thing that the coats do tend to protect us, but that's not the reason for the white coat. The white coat was changed from black to white at the invention of cleanliness. Now, this really wasn't an invention, but it was the discovery that there were viruses and bacteria. And so that start of washing our hands and aseptic techniques, now we started to see a real change in patients. We actually started to see patients survive medical procedures instead of being injured by medical procedures. That created an optimism in the coat. So the coats transitioned from a very dark color to a very light color. And here you can see that that transition happened just over a 30-year period of time. On the left-hand side, you can see the black coat teaching in a medical audience for it versus the white coat now that medicine had an optimism. So we expect when you wear the white coat, the optimism is that you're actually going to help patients, not only to save patients, that's certainly something that will happen, but to reduce the suffering of patients. And you all know that my mission in life is to reduce the suffering of those in front of me, and I hope that you share that mission as well. Again, big deal for the change in the white coat, lots of differences. There's more of a difference in the white coat. So the white in Latin, we call this candor. That means that we're going to be truthful, genuine, and honest with patient. This is all about do no harm. So when you guys don your white coats, please consider that the reason they're white is not only for that optimism, that humanism in medicine, but also that we are going to do our absolute best to reduce suffering in patients. We're going to be transparent and genuine with patients. We're not going to let patients insult us. We're not going to take that personally. We're going to give everything to the patient we can, because everything we do is all about the patient. And my motto, IATP, it is all about the patient. There actually has been research on the white coat as well as why we wear them. One is its easy recognition for the role. This is important, that patients get to recognize you for who you are, which is a provider that's there to help them, to reduce their suffering, to reduce their ills, maybe prolong their life, and that's important. What's interesting is when we wear the white coats. So I was telling my esteemed colleagues today that the only time I've ever worn a white coat is in my training and in white coat ceremonies. I've never worn a white coat in practice, because for my practice, it distances me from the patient. So my patients don't expect a white coat. Some patients do. Carrying items in the pocket, I don't know if this is going to happen for you guys. So back in the day, as I'm going to date myself for this was way before computers and phones. We actually had to carry those textbooks. And so we developed a medical student kyphosis, because our coats were so heavy that we were always slouched down, because our coats weighed about 20 or 30 pounds. As we went in, the pockets in those white coats were actually much larger than the white coats today. Now you guys all have your iPhones and your different phones in it. You carry all those medical textbooks in one. Patient preference, there actually has been a study done, and patients do prefer us to wear white coats, but only when we're in inpatient settings. They think it imparts professionalism, but when we're in outpatient practice settings, they tend to prefer us not to wear a white coat. So in closing, when we think about it, the white coat, it does impart that confident demeanor that you're there to save patients, you're there to help patients, you're there to be professional with patients. But keep in mind that the white coat doesn't mean that you're going to be professional. So just by putting the white coat on, it doesn't mean that you're going to be the best medical provider to those patients. The white coat's supposed to remind you to do that. Treating all patients the same, caring attentiveness, that's really important. Altruism, duty, honor, of course, is important. Eliminating racial discrimination. So this is something that you may not have thought about with the white coats. Whoever puts on that white coat is supposed to be given the same level of respect, appreciation, and dignity as anybody else. It doesn't matter what your gender is, what your age is, what your race, ethnicity, skin color, none of that matters. Everybody in that white coat is there to serve the patients. That's all that matters. So wearing the white coat does have that egalitarian nature to it. One last quote for the white coat. Carries a responsibility. It has been imparted to medical trainees for a long time. It is there about professionalism, dignity, honor, integrity. So when you guys don your white coats and you take that honor, that code that we're going to do, that PA oath, please know it's about the importance of medical practice, and it's all about your patients. Dr. Bunting.
All right, and we will line everyone up for the white coat and the pin.
Ready? All right. Christina Acera. Amaka Amaram. Fanny Calderon. Daniel Carlock Stewart. Stephanie Carmona. Lindsay Renee Cook. Abelar Cruz. Jordan del Castillo. Marina England. Christopher Enriquez. Kim Fosselman. Fabián Ismael García. Karen Garcia. Sara Gardi. Liliana Carolina Juárez Casillas. Gabby Calon. Paria Kay. Talia Kohantep. Katrina Palomares Layones. Fang Le. Stella Lee. Obriana Lucero. Mayan Mary Amian. Brenna Mogliadi. Fiona Moore. Alicia Neighbors. Javeria Nagpi. Crystal Wynn. Leanne Swan Wynn. Sarah Wynn. Tu Vinh Nguyen. Sun Park. Tessa Pendleton. Holly Penley. Juan Pham. Robert Phan. Alison Robles. Marina Riyad. Ryan Shamet. Susan Shima. Farhad Sholade. Eliza Cordelia Soriano. Aaron Vo. Ashley Marie Warner. And Christine Wong.
All right, thank you so much, students, and Dr. Mucha. Now we'll bring up Professor O'Donoghue for the oath, if the students will stand. Lamondre, I'm going to owe you all that money you collected from the students this week. Yes, the oath, yes. And I hope you will take those words to heart and to remember the words that Dr. Richards shared with us about the white coat and how they tie together, and take them into your clinical rotations and then further into the profession and the communities that you serve. That is why we're here, why you chose this program and the profession, and we're honored to have you represent this school in the next phase of your process of the program. And with that, we are concluding our white coat ceremony, and we will be moving, the faculty will process out and the students will follow, and we will be taking one final picture on the stairs, and then we'll have an opportunity for the families as well. We thank you so much for your participation in our ceremony, and for the students and their dedication over the last year. Thank you so much.